Welcome back to
Welcome
the
back.
NDK podcast. This is our second attempt at this podcast.
Yeah, for the second time tonight. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you
Oh,
for
that was hilarious.
that was funny. We only lost about a minute there, but we're having a little chuckle about
Thank
it.
God we didn't go for like an hour and just not realize you hadn't hit record.
That'd have been our ruiner. We're due for one of those, but this was our
Oh
closest
my
to
God,
one of those.
we are due. Like just anything I'm involved in. I'm a total Murphy's Law as a person. I could do a whole pod about me just being like a total Murphy's Law.
If it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
And that is 100% me in my life. Even my mom says, I remember the one time she's like, oh, you know what, sweetie, I would love to tell you that, you know, these things happen to everybody. But she goes, but I don't know what's wrong with you.
I think I have the same curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Anyone that
Murphy's
knows
Law?
me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I thought it was my family. I said we're all cursed, but maybe it's just because some
I don't
people.
know. It's a Murphy's Law thing.
Well, shit. Well, hey, we lost a minute. We're back. We gained a minute.
We're back.
Thank you, people of the internet, for tuning in. For the people that are with us for 13 episodes till now.
Yeah, lucky number 13
to the people
for
that
us.
just joined us, this is your first one. This is awesome. This is a good time to join us. We were discussing in our previously recorded, not recorded segment that we think we got better over time. So if you're coming in now, you're coming in like maybe,
It's pretty decent.
pretty decent,
Yeah.
you know? And we want to thank the people that were with us in the beginning.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Through like the rough patches, the bad volume, and echoes. I mean, we're working on it, we're learning. But
yeah, me not being close enough to the microphone.
yeah, we're doing our best, and I think we're doing pretty
Dropping
good. So
my phone.
yeah, for the new people, welcome to the NDK podcast, and for the loyal listeners,
yeah,
we
welcome
know who
back,
you are.
and thanks for
Thank
being
you.
with us. We appreciate you. We know who you are. We see you, and we appreciate everyone, new and old.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, last week we talked about something.
Yeah, we did. I wanted to bring this up because I cannot fucking believe this. It is so goddamn funny. So you and I both talked about a story about being with your brother being pulled over.
Yeah.
And my mistake with that story is that I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't say it, but he was driving Raym's car. And then it was after the podcast, we went downstairs and realized we were talking about the same fucking thing.
Absolutely.
We're talking about the same event.
Yeah.
And neither of us realized that we were both talking about the same event. And what's even more fucked up is that we were sitting beside each other in the car.
For sure. Yeah,
Like we were sitting beside each other in the car. And last week we were telling the same fucking story, but neither of us knew that we were telling the same story until afterwards, which is wild because, again, we were sitting beside each other in the car.
It is wild.
That was wild. That was hilarious.
Yeah. My brother texted me about that when the podcast came out. He was like
I'm sure.
6 a.m.
I'm sure.
Fact checking us. He's like, I was driving that day. I was arguing with them and this, that, and that. I was like, yeah, dude, we realized that afterwards that we were both telling the same story. It's just been a lot of years and a lot of drinks since then. And we were telling stories while we were drunk. So
yeah.
It's a little bit muddy sometimes. Yeah, but we were both telling the same story. They line up. If you listen to the story, they're still the same story.
Just different experiences. Completely.
Yeah.
I attribute it to the fact that I just assumed that I was completely disassociating the entire time.
It's possible.
And yeah, the fact checker of the podcast.
Yeah, we got a couple.
6 a.m.
Yeah, we've got a couple. They're out there.
Yeah, Roger's got some competition apparently.
They're keeping us tight, butthole.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Yeah. Trying to run a tight ship here.
Well, yeah, that's funny how we both realized afterwards we were talking about the same story. But yeah.
And the part I just come back to over and over again is that we were we were sitting beside each other in the car.
For sure we were. That's hilarious.
See, we're just a bunch of goofs.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us on episode 13 of our podcast.
Yeah, if your expectations are low, you're gonna have a good time.
Exactly.
But if they're high, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, maybe this isn't the podcast for you.
No, definitely not worker kid appropriate.
Oh, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Well, due to some scheduling conflicts over the last couple of weeks, we weren't able to cover things as current as we'd have liked.
Yes,
we missed out on the
agreed.
Canada versus USA hockey craziness. We didn't get to talk about the fights.
This is Canada.
We didn't get to talk about the fights in the first time they met up. Like 3 fights in the first 9 seconds.
Listen, this time it was personal, and you got to set the fucking tone.
Set the fucking tone.
And
this was more than a game. This was more than a game because all the political bullshit and all the things going on. This wasn't just about hockey. And the players knew that, and both countries knew that.
Yeah, this isn't about
highest
hockey.
watched hockey games.
This isn't about hockey at all.
The final is one of the highest watched hockey games of all time. Like, that's insane. And so, yeah, there was more than just a hockey game on the line. So
100%.
The 3 fights at the beginning of that first game, I was so fired up. I was off I got off that couch. I was so proud. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, both these teams knew what was going on.
Absolutely.
And, Canada lost that game. Then they ended up meeting them in the finals.
See, I think the game 1 lose was just luring them into a false sense of security.
Playing possum.
Like, come into my tangled web. Yeah. And all these Americans just blowing up so much smoke about beating us in our bar. And it's like, okay, it's game 1. It's, oh my God, it's exactly like the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, all their fans are like, well, they're in the playoffs. Yeah, for round 1.
Yeah,
that's it. Okay? It's the same fucking story. It's fucking tale as old as time. You're going to win you're going to get into the playoffs. You're going to be you're going to be on the golf course after round 1. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, to me, like, yeah, we let you win that one. We lured you in so that we could fucking smoke you in your own goddamn barn for the final game.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take, but I'll stand on that every day. Like, this is Canada. I'm a fucking Canadian. That is our goddamn game. And like, for all the fucking trash those Americans have been talking lately,
that's
politically
exactly
and sports-wise,
Canada we needed that win. We had to like show them, fuck you. We're not just something to walk on.
Yeah.
We're not the 51st state. Get bent.
Yeah.
But
you can think we're a poodle or a golden retriever all you fucking want, but don't send for us. Like, don't come for me if I didn't send for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and this is our game.
We're just over here minding our own fucking business.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Yeah,
like, you can start. Like, we're not going to start anything.
Protect your neck.
Yeah. Us as a nation, we're not going to start anything, but we're sure as shit going to fucking finish everything.
Oh, man.
Like, and we're going to win. We're going to come out on top.
It was a good win.
The end.
It was a cool win. Good to see McDavid get the game winner on that
all proud
final. They won. Spoiler, you've all seen it by now. We're not covering that too much, but yeah, McDavid for the win. That's good.
Yeah,
good
for him.
That guy doesn't win too much in Edmonton, so give him something to celebrate. Yeah. So it was a good game. Canada wins. Everyone knows this by now. This is old news. I think there's just the one thing I wanted to talk about is we were watching that game, and you watch the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a jersey, a hat on, a toque, sweater,
no matter which side,
whatever, US, Canada.
US and Canada.
And then you see sprinkled throughout the crowd a few people not representing a thing. Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you at that game? Now, before I get in shit for not mentioning this is a listener submission. Someone had mentioned, who the fuck goes to these games without wearing any gear, right?
Yeah,
because it's Canada versus US. We're talking about a sport that both countries love. You're coming to this game.
100%.
How the fuck are you not wearing something?
Well, and I think it's safe to say that we're not implying, because I wouldn't buy a fucking jersey because those are expensive. Not everybody has it. But as a Canadian, you're telling me, or even as an American, you're telling me you don't have one single article of clothing, like a flag from the dollar store, like fucking nothing? Like, is this a work event?
Yeah. Exactly. Like, what the fuck,
Yeah, that's definitely weird. Like, do you even want to be here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you end up in the building? You would assume, these tickets are probably expensive as fuck.
Yeah,
or,
that's
hard to get. You probably had to work to get them. How are you not, coming in super stoked to represent your team?
How are you not coming in hot?
And this is, could be basketball, could be any sport, any major sporting event. If you're going to, a world like a Canada-US or like an Italy versus Brazil, whatever this is.
Yeah.
You're going to this game, you're not representing.
It's not just like a regular team game.
Yeah, come on
this
now.
This is your country, right? You guys.
Yeah, wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Regardless, like I feel like us right now and Canadians, we're all jacked up with Canadian pride, but I also feel like Americans come equally correct for themselves. You know, like America, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're coming in just as hot as we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, an observation. You know, if you're going to these games, wear some fucking shit. And it has, again, I want to just jump on some bullshit from this week. It's kind of milder now, but it snowed like a motherfucker since we last recorded, or also like at the same time.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And it being garbage day, I just want to bring something up. So I do this thing that I just recently named it. I call it my garbage nook.
Okay.
Okay. So when it's garbage day, which is today, actually, I will go Canada Problems, go to my snow bank, because I have a single driveway, right? So if you put the garbage out tonight and you put it in your driveway, guess who's driving into that sumbitch in the morning when they're not awake?
Who's got 2 thumbs and is going to be driving into the garbage?
This guy, right? You know, fuck that. So winter, Canada Problems, what I do is I'll go out and I'll just carve out a little section of snowbank and like enough for if it's recycling or garbage cans, just a little shelf for your shit. And then a little spot so the garbage guy can come up, grab my shit and send it. Yeah, a little garbage nook.
Little nook.
Has anyone else done this?
Well, I think everybody's doing it.
Are they though? I don't see it. Not on my street. I was like, am I the only fucking one? So I guess I'm just
saying something because your street's really long.
Right?
You got a really long
see some shit. And I don't see anyone else cutting a garbage nook out. So I guess this is just my question to everyone else out there if you're still listening. You see these things out there? Am I the only one garbage nooking?
You can't be. You know what I mean?
Be, right?
Like you can't
This can't be. Like I'm not that fucking smart. I am not that innovative. There's no way I'm fucking spearheading a movement here. I am not.
Well, and with the winters that we used to have,
right?
You can't be the only one who's nooked it before.
Yeah, who's been nooking. That's it for me. That's all I gotta say about that. I was like, I cut a little thing out. Like I thought being a nice guy, you know, because being a garbage man, I mean, you deal with some bullshit, you're gonna get some shit slapped on. You're having a fucking day every day. So if I can make it somewhat easier, just for him to, let's be honest, he just grabs my shit and throws it like a fucking dick anyway. But you know, I'll be the nice guy. You know, I'll be the nice guy.
I can't blame them in that respect, but I can blame them when they don't put it back nicely. Like, I don't expect you to gingerly just set it down, but don't fucking huck it or anything.
They do, though. I watch them. They just throw the shit. Like, they don't give a fuck.
But I wonder if they have, like, a high quota that they have to meet. You know how when you're a cashier, you got to scan so many things in an hour or else you're not being productive enough? Like, wonder if you, like, huck so much garbage. You have to huck so much garbage in a fucking short amount of time or whatever.
Well,
or else
they likely have their route that's probably busier than it should already be. And then they get their hours, right? And that must be done within this time frame. So
I do know that because I do happen to know somebody who's in the industry.
Yeah, you know a guy. hey, this guy that she knows, do you appreciate, I guess he's a different kind. A good garbage nook, you know? Do you appreciate a garbage nook?
I bet he does. He doesn't do...
He does. Yeah, I know what he does.
He doesn't do residential anymore.
Yeah.
But he used to.
See? Oh, hey, weigh in.
There's a job I just could not do. Like I could, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'd just be throwing up all the time. I would be.
All right.
In the summertime, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nasty in the summertime.
He said that there were guys that he worked with that threw up every day.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm like, I believed him.
Hell yeah.
Especially in the summertime.
People are gross.
I bet it's like a trade-off. Like winter, the weather's fucking awful and it's so cold, but there's little to no stink.
You're not.
But like for somebody like you, that would be a great job.
Oh yeah.
You can't smell anything.
I've thought about working at like the fucking shit treatment plant. You know what I mean? Like that'd be just no big deal to me.
Yeah. Be a big deal to other people.
Superpowers.
Who are around you. I don't know how much longer this pod would continue if you started working at the shit treatment plant, but...
Solo pod from now on. We'll be zooming her in.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of garbage guy.
Yeah.
And I mean my brother because that's what he does. And that's who we're talking about. So him and me are also huge cereal fans.
Okay.
Like sugar cereal. We are huge fans. Like we have gotten it for Christmas. Fans. Him and I. Anyway, so I'm in yet another grocery store.
Did you get the Rudolph Christmas cereal this year for Christmas? I saw it at Shoppers Drug Mart.
No, I don't want that. It was like mint, was it not?
Was it? I didn't.
Yeah, I feel like it was like chocolate mint, and that's not my jam.
You just saying you got cereal for Christmas remind me of that. So
well, it was
I had to ask.
It was Captain Crunch that we got.
Okay.
Oh, so good. Captain Crunch is so fucking good. Like cuts the shit out of your mouth, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it, but it's so good. Anyway, so I was in the grocery store, and it was a small town grocery store, and they had... I was talking to the lady that worked there because I wanted to verify what I had seen. So I had walked past and I had seen this whole end display of fucking delicious sugar cereals for 99 cents a box.
No shit.
Oh my God. I was exactly like Homer when he finds the expired medicine and coat hangers on the side of the road that one time. Okay, remain calm. Get this stuff in your house. So knowing that he's such a cereal lover like I am, I called my brother right away. And I was like, Rob, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I need to calm down. Okay. So I'm at the grocery store and there's a whole bunch of sugar cereals, which I will rhyme off. They are 99 cents a box. Like, this is DEFCON 5. This is what our cereal dreams are made of.
Yeah. So
then I should post a picture of it on our socials. So then like I got a bunch of cereal. And the gal I was talking to said that they're a small town store and they got bought out by like their owner sold and they had to be bought out by corporate, and so now anything that's small town or like a specific license or share thing that they did, all of that stuff has to go. So they were like clearing shit out. Nice. So I got like flowers and fucking sugar delicious cereal. Like it was it was after Valentine's Day, but I just thought, oh my God, screw the like on sale Valentine's Day candy. This is 99-cent sugar cereal.
Yeah, we're not fucking around here.
I got like mini Reese's Puffs, fucking Apple Jacks. What else did I get? Apple Jacks. Oh, I got strawberry mini wheats. I just wanted to try them. I don't have high expectations, but like for 99 cents, yeah, I'll fucking try it. Oh yeah, and cinnamon bun, cinnamon toast crunch. Yeah, my heart's fluttering just now, just thinking about it. I'm so excited.
You said mini Reese Puffs?
Yeah.
As opposed to like...
the regular Reese Puffs, yeah.
There's a mini?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I get what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And it is that. I didn't say it wrong.
No.
Which is, I could very well.
No.
Like, I've made several mistakes.
Hey, I'm not challenging you on your cereal knowledge.
No, but
sounds like you're excited about cereal. I'm not going to fuck with that.
I am.
Yeah.
I fucking love cereal. Rob and I take pictures of cereal.
Hell yeah.
And we send them to one another. One time, his friend bought him a bunch of different boxes of cereals. And like the big, like the double pack, like you can get at Costco. Anyway, they got it home and then he set it up in a tower and his wife is like, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm taking a picture of the cereal and sending it to my sister. Like, obviously, like making a big tower out of it. Yeah, like we fucking love cereal. Like, love cereal.
I haven't.
Very Jerry Seinfeld of us, but like not fucking Cheerios. Boring.
I haven't fucked with cereal in a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's for children. Just about killed her.
Yeah.
Just about
I was taking a sip.
Had to find a new co-host.
The fuck? I almost spit out my Caesar.
Ow, That'd been awful.
It would have been. I would have been very upset because since the last episode, we talked about me and my Caesars. I told you it was going to be a problem, and it has been a fucking problem. Like, I'm not kidding, and I knew it was going to be. I feel it's like my new hyperfixation beverage, and I'm going to ride this pony until I can't fucking stomach it for 1 second longer. I feel like I'm going to ruin it for myself because I just can't help myself. But yeah, like I get home from work now, fucking Caesar.
It's pretty good though, eh?
It is good. And again, it's like I feel like it's my new hyperfixation beverage. And I'm just going to keep going so hard on it until I don't want it anymore. But I don't want that to happen because I like them so much.
Nice.
Oh, just like that fucking Jose Cuervo you had before we came up here.
Jose.
Yes. I always joke that like we had a volatile, toxic relationship that ended violently.
Yeah.
Violently. And so now he's ruined me for all tequilas. Like, it has a very specific taste, as I was saying.
Yeah.
And I can't. I can't handle it.
I love tequila, all of it.
I know.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Some of it's bad. Some of it tastes like deer piss, but you need to experiment them all to know Yeah,
like I said, even just knowing that you were drinking it just in the pit of my stomach, I feel a little ill.
That's usually what I'm drinking all the time here, but tonight I'm on the chick drinks.
Yeah, you really are. You're on a chick train.
A little Tahiti treat right
Going
now.
off the rails on the chick train.
Getting crazy.
You're going to get diabetes. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah, I don't drink these too often. It was just like last minute, go to the liquor store, what's good here? Because tequila's good, but it's going to last the rest of the week, you know? You got to get there.
I don't know. It would last the rest of the year. I'd give it away.
Believe.
I'd give it away.
Give it to me if it happens.
Yeah. So this week also, your fucking wife, she messages the Jan Brand Dan chat and is like, oh my God, you guys, check it out. And she videos us with a little lamb, a baby little lamb in the car with her, just snuggling up. Like, I could have cried and died at the same time. I was so fucking jealous. I just wanted to hold it. I was like, where are you?
Yeah.
I need that lamb in my life. I want to hold it so bad. I'm so jealous. What is happening? Where are you? I want to hold this lamb. How did you get a lamb?
Yeah. It was a random picture.
It was.
I was busy that day and I got the same picture sent to me. I was like, what the fuck? And like,
and then she rubbed it in with a video.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Got the little baby lamb on her lap and all the dogs in the background. Yeah.
It's so fluffy, I want to die.
Yeah. Oh, basically. Yeah. What a random chance of events. You know? I don't know. Like, yeah.
I still feel just the same. So jealous. So jealous.
Yeah.
I just want to hold it too.
Maybe I can find a way to put this picture on the video so you guys can all see it. But yeah, it was basically
put it up on our socials.
Yeah. Yeah. She was out visiting where we got our dog from. The breeder has a farm and they have big dog walks out there with like, you name it, like 10 to 30 dogs and who knows, right? I don't know the exact numbers, but they're always big and they just all go out through the bush and they all walk together and they have a blast. So that's why Janine was out there playing with lambs because they got everything out there. They got chickens and
so fucking chickens.
They've got peacocks. They got a bunch of other things out there. Plus, like, they breed Great Danes, which is it's a wild like scene. Like, I remember the first time I went there, it's like, holy shit! Like, all these dogs come at you. Like, for most people, you rarely ever see a Great Dane, let alone that many in one spot, right?
Yeah.
So it's like going to like a little like Jurassic Park for Great Danes. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, shout out to Dantry Danes. That's who we got our dog from, and
nice. Shout out to them.
Yeah, great dogs and great support system. Like, if you're looking for a Great Dane, definitely start with them.
And they're a great dog. My cousin Lisa, she and my cousin Paul, they had Great Danes. And she she eventually got into breeding, and then she breeds English Mastiffs.
Yeah, well, we're glad we got one from her, because through her we met people that also have dogs through her, because of like the Facebook group and all that, and we've made a group of friends with these people. There's so many cool people to shout out. I can't. There's just too many, but I've got a great group of friends through this lady's dogs, and it's awesome. So
a little community.
Shout out to the Dantry community.
A little Great Dane community.
You all know who you are.
Yeah. And I guess I should shout out, I'm pretty sure I have this right, but my cousin who breeds English Mastiffs, I'm pretty sure their thing is Fortress Mastiffs out in Alberta.
Hey, you're looking for one of those.
Yeah, if you're out in Alberta. Yeah. Or you want one shipped, like I'm sure.
You know what? Most breeders will figure that out for you.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, most breeders will figure that out.
Everything's got a price tag, but you can do anything.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we were going to use that lamb story to transition to just a topic in general we haven't covered before. Pets.
Yeah, pets.
What pets have you had growing up?
So we had a dog named Dutchie, and then I had a hamster, Polly. We had a rabbit, Theo. I had a guinea pig named Buddy. We had another dog, Pongo. And that's been it for the pet thing. And like me on my own, I don't. Oh, and I guess I've had two of those like puffer, like the Japanese fighty fish that you could just get at the beta fish that you could get at Walmart.
Yeah.
One was Fruins and Biggie Smalls.
Solid.
Yeah, but that's about it. And I haven't had any pets in my adult life.
No.
I'm way too busy. And the other thing is that I'm sorry, it's passion project or passion topic of mine. I'm enough of a decent human being that I understand that as much as I would like a dog or some sort of pet, I'm not home enough.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to them.
Yeah.
I see so many fucking people who mistreat their animals, and it's like, then don't have one.
Yeah.
Don't be a total fucking piece of shit. That dog or that animal did not sign up to be in your house.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
I've got the Humane Society number in my phone because that pisses me off so much. Makes my blood boil. Animal cruelty? Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Not chill.
It's not okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's something I agree with 100%.
Yep.
It's enough to like make you want to like smack a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. It makes me want to steal your animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like punch you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Like that.
No, fuck you. You don't even deserve this precious baby.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. You got me all riled. What kind of animal, like what kind of pets did you have while I sit and sip on my Caesar and calm the fuck down?
Well, thanks for asking, Dina. I've had a bunch of dogs growing up. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fuck, like 9. I don't know. That's a quick add up there. And then my grandparents have always, one side have always had dogs. So, I mean, through living with my grandma a couple of times and her living with living with us through like the second half of my life, basically. Her dogs are also my dogs. So I guess they add more to the list, right? So at least 2 more. And then.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, lots of dogs, labs, Chesapeake Bay Retriever, Great Dane. There's something else in there. It was a Springer something, some whack-ass dog.
Like, did you have a Great Dane as a kid too?
No, I always wanted one. So, like, I grew up always just loving them. Like most normal people, like, you don't see them very often, right?
No.
So it was always like, oh, there's one that's so cool, right? And you always just like, you remember when you were a kid growing up seeing a dog that size. You're like,
yeah. Oh my God, cool. Yeah.
And also, I'm a huge, like, Scooby-Doo fan.
You are? This is true.
Also a Great Dane. So I was like, oh, that'd be fucking so cool to get a Great Dane someday, right? And so, yeah, eventually like move out of the house and be responsible for your own shit. You can get whatever animal you want, right? So
very true.
So yeah,
very true.
I had Janine on board. She had never had a dog. I was like, I've always wanted to get one of these. How cool would it be? And she's like, well, yeah, that would be cool. So take her out to the farm I was just talking to you about, and she falls in love instantly. And then
it's not hard. You know what I mean? We ended up
getting a dog through another breeder just because of the color choice we wanted at the first time. So we went and checked out the breeder we love, and she just didn't have the color we wanted, so we went with someone else. But yeah, so then we ended up getting our Great Dane, Scooby-Doo, and yeah, he didn't last very long.
No,
he was like 3 and a bit, but yeah, actually, it was just the anniversary of his death, like yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I was gonna say, R.I.P. to Scoops.
Yeah, Scooby. He was a really cool dog, though.
Yeah, he was
short-lived, but loved that guy.
Yeah. And oh my gosh.
So yeah, we had him, and now we got Hannah. So
yeah,
she's awesome too. She's been nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've also had like geckos, fish, hamsters. My brothers had guinea pigs. I never really said they were mine because I never took care of them. They weren't mine.
Yeah.
They were in the house, you know.
They were there.
Yeah, and we never had cats. Our
we didn't either.
Never into cats, and we will never be into cats.
No, like I guess my dad was allergic, but you know, a lot of people were using that excuse.
Yeah.
To not get a cat.
Yeah.
And I don't mind cats. I like nice cats. I just don't want to take one home. And the litter box for me is an absolutely no thank you.
Yeah.
Unless I'm getting paid because I do that for money.
Right? Yeah. Here's a box that you shit in, and it just stays there for a bit till you feel like cleaning it up. Well, don't mind the piss and shit in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Or like some of them are really, they can be really fucking weird and not nice. And
cats?
Yeah.
They're assholes. They're
some
evil
of them
pricks.
are really sweet and cute and loving, and that's nice. But
they live too long.
They're such a gamble.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just, like with a dog, they're trainable, more trainable. Like, okay, so some of them are
dogs. Yeah, they are dick dogs.
For sure.
Yeah.
But for the most, but I feel like with cats, it's more of a gamble of what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And like you pay money for to keep a thing alive that just hides under the bed.
True. Yeah.
Some are nice, some are dicks, some are phantom ghosts.
Yeah, it lives too long to be a dick, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine, her cat's a fucking dick. She's had it for a while now. She wishes it wasn't around, but
it's
the family loves it, right? The family loves it, but not so much on her.
It's wild because I feel like that's the pet that would go along with my life the best outside of a fish.
Yeah, it probably would be. Yeah.
But I don't want it. Yeah. I really don't. I'm not interested in that. And I don't like when their claws go into my clothes and on my skin. I don't like that. I don't like that.
And it's just hair, you know what I mean? You got to take care of the fucking mess and all that shit. Yeah. I mean, dogs have hair too, but.
Yeah. I feel like it's a different thing. Yeah, it's a whole different. It's apples and broccoli. You know what I mean?
I do. I'm not here for cats. Sorry, everyone that loves cats, but
yeah, I don't not like them. Yeah. But if you love them, then they can live at your house.
Yeah,
all they want.
They could be your cat.
Yeah, they can be your cat all day long. I just don't want them to be my cat, and that's okay too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freedom of choices and voices.
Man. So that was our pet segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dana's had some dogs.
Yeah. Some dogs. Rabbit, guinea pig, hamster.
Oh, we had rabbits too. Forgot rabbits.
Nice.
Rabbit named Oatmeal. I remember that one. My dad eventually started to farm rabbits. So all of a sudden he stopped naming them because they're around for different reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucking weird phase.
Because that's a purpose.
Yeah. He did fucking rabbits. He did chickens. Like, cat was all over the place.
Chickens are dicks.
Chickens are dicks.
Yeah. Just no thanks on the birds either. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I've always thought people who have birds are that's so weird.
It's not for me.
No, that's so fucking weird.
Those things live forever too.
Well, and what do you do? Like, it's a bird.
My aunt has one. She fucking loves it.
I don't understand. And again, it's just like the cat. Yeah. Like, that's great for you in your house. That's fantastic. And I like birds, but I don't want to own one. And it's weird. Like, I just think bird people are a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They usually are. And if you have a bird and you're thinking, I'm not different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like people who buy jars of peanuts.
Yeah. Who's the last person you asked?
And it's peanut specific.
Salt free.
Yeah.
Salt-free
you might be
peanuts.
a serial killer if you buy jars of salt-free peanuts. I'm already looking at you sideways if you're buying jars of peanuts and not a lot else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are those for the birds? It would make me feel better if those were for birds. Outside birds. Oh, like how old people have like whole bunch of bird feeders.
Yeah.
And before, like, I didn't really get it, but as I've gotten older and have been at more old people's houses with all these bird feeders on their front porch, I'm like, I'm starting to get it.
Have you seen my monstrosity bird feeder out back?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Got like a small city of feeders back there.
Yeah. I'm getting the appeal.
Yeah.
But there are always those jokes about, the millennial hobbies. Making sourdough.
Oh, that's
bird watching.
Sourdough's in right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bird watching is 2024, Dana. Get with the fucking times.
I'll get whatever time I want. I do what I want.
My uncle introduced me to an app last year for watching birds.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go for like a walk with your dog or whatever, and you can have this app in your pocket, and it'll record everything around you, and it'll tell you what birds are chirping and shit. And it's like Pokemon Go, because it would keep track of where you saw the bird, when you saw the bird. It's like it's got this whole like Pokedex of
I do
birds.
know that app because Janine showed me.
Yeah.
And how you can take the recording.
Pretty cool, eh?
And she's like, you got to hear this because her sister, and her mom all fucking hate, like, I think it's red-winged blackbirds.
Yeah, they've been attacked.
Yeah, so anyway, it was a recording of the birds, but also them talking. Wow, red-winged blackbirds. Wow, do you hear that, man?
Yeah.
It was so funny to hear all these birds chirping and them birds chirping the birds.
These birds chirping, yeah. That's awesome.
So speaking of chirping,
yeah.
and I'm not chirping this, but it'll circle back in a second.
We're circling back.
Yeah, it'll circle back in a second. But speaking of chirping, you and your brother made your wrestling debut.
Yeah. I guess so. Technically not my debut.
You're soft open.
Very soft open.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for those of you that don't know, which is most people, we've been training to try to become professional wrestlers since late last summer. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So this past weekend we were on a show where we got to do a little run in. We got to go and interrupt the match, and to pick some guy up and drop him on his head. So we have had
that was super cool.
Yeah, you saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I'm a support you. Yeah, I saw it. You and your brother.
Shit, yeah.
And I was like, wow, good for you because you did fucking pick that guy up.
Yeah, fucking right.
Fucking right.
Yeah,
holy
lift him
shit.
up, fucking hold him
Yeah,
there.
hell yeah.
So yeah, crazy part about that is like we were asked to do that months ago. He's like, yeah, I want you and your brother on my show. We're going to make a spot for you. You're going to interrupt in this match and we'll work out the details later. So we've been training with a school, Off the Rope Studios.
Shout out to
them. If you guys want to learn how to wrestle, give them a call. Great trainers there, great staff. Everyone's really cool. All the people that go there are really nice, helpful, supportive. If you're looking to start wrestling, if you're a kid, doesn't matter. They have kid classes, ladies, they've got ladies nights, they've got co-ed nights. They do it all. So, if you're interested in it, if you've ever been thinking about it, give them a shout. They'll lead you in the right direction. They've been helping me and my brother out. They've started us from like nobodies that didn't know shit. And, they've got us to better than nobodies that hardly know shit. But,
yeah, exactly.
There's a lot to learn, but it's been a lot of fun. It's
been a real
great. It's exercise
project for you guys.
Scratches the physical itch of like beating on somebody. Like I missed in hockey, hitting people, taking hits, scrapping. You get all that. We've been having a good time. So anyway, we had another kind of soft open before. We were working security and we had to go in and stop some guy and we got dabbed up. This time we got to introduce kind of new characters for this promotion, Northern Outlaw Wrestling. We'll give them a name drop too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they put us on the show,
There you go. They put you on the billet.
Yeah, exactly. So they gave us a spot. We went out there. We tried it out. So the thing about this is I'm trying to keep this story quick, is we had no idea what we were doing. even when we got there that day, like we showed up that day, we helped set up the ring, we just got everything going, and then there was 2 events that day for the people we work with, so we had to hammer out to Brantford, set up another event, set up another ring, do the setup there, and then I had to rush back to Kitchener to figure out what I'm doing for my spot, right?
Yep.
Get in there, he's like, yeah, good, yeah, thanks for coming out. I'm gonna introduce you to these guys. They're both from Oshawa, like out of town. He's like, I had never met them before, never worked with them before. We got to get in there, we got to meet them, yeah. Brian Samuels and Hundo P,
Hundo P. Yeah. That's excellent. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. So we got to meet those guys, and they're like, all right, so here's kind of what we want to do, and this, that, and that. And they're like, what double team moves do you know? And I was like, well, really, like, not too many, because like we're in class, we just train. Yeah, we train every week. We train like 3 nights a week, and we try our best, but we haven't really covered double teams yet. I mean, there's so much. You're still on the basics. So much to learn basics.
Well,
right?
And it's not just like you're just on the basics, because with something like that, like you have to do it right, or you're gonna fuck yourself up, or you're somebody else. Yeah,
that's what I'm most worried about. So
you gotta hammer it down, and you've got to be like, you've got to have the basics down. So it's not just like okay, this is where you start, and then you move up quickly. Like
you gotta be careful with somebody, because like really I've been in the ring a little bit now, and I've been thrown the wrong way through training. Like I'm wrestling with guys that don't always have it figured out. So I've been dropped the wrong way. I've been injured. It happens. It's just part of the game, but I don't want to be the person injuring somebody. So I was first and foremost, I was like, all right, what move is this you want us to do? Mm-hmm. He told us. I was like, all right, never done it, but I'll figure it out. So like, because of the runaround that day, I hadn't ate yet. So I was like, all right, cool. Thanks for the heads up. I was like, all right, Clinton, let's go. We got to go get something to eat. So we went and got something to eat real quick. I was like, we need to eat fast, because we got to get back before doors open, because there's a few guys that are helping with the show that go to our school as well.
Right.
So I was like, all right, we got to hurry back. I went and I found like, the people that run the school. I was like, yeah, like any tips? Like we've never done this before. And so they gave us their tips. And I was like, all right. So I went upstairs to the ring. I was like, called over my buddy Mason. I was like, Mason, you got to come help us out. We need to learn this move. We've never done it before. But like, I don't want to be doing it for the first time in front of a live crowd. Yeah. And like hurting
a live studio audience.
Hurt the guy that's working the show. Like that's not cool, right? No. So he came over, and he's good like this, right? He likes to try all the moves, and such a trooper. And I thanked him like 4 times that day. Like, man, you helped us learn that move.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Mason. I'll give him a shout again, because like the first time we did it, he ate shit so hard. It hurt him bad. Like I felt so awful for him, and like he left the ring, and they came back a couple minutes later. He's like, so you want to try it again? I was like, do you want to try it again? He's like, yeah, let's run it again. So like,
oh my God.
We did it 2 more times without any problems, because after you do it wrong once, you learn
tighten it up pretty quick.
You tighten it up pretty quick. So like, it was a communication thing. So it's like, I'm picking the guy up. My brother's got to grab him at a certain time, and the timing was off. The first time we ever did it, and he ate it, and he took it like a champ. And again, thank you, because you doing that helped us, through the rest of the night.
Time.
And we won't forget that.
Big time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good group of people at this school, so everyone's there to help each other out. You all want to help each other look good. So so
for sure.
That's been our story. We're just getting started. We're like we've not been in a real match. We are by no means wrestlers, but we've had a couple spots. We're going to school. We've got good trainers, good people around us. So it's been a lot of fun.
Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I was circling back about the chirping. I saw the video. And there's this like 8-year-old right in the front row, and she's like, hey, you, who are you? Yeah. Blue guy.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? I don't know this guy. I've never seen him before. Who are you? Hey, blue guy. Hey. Like, and she was on your shit.
That girl was
she
awesome.
wanted answers to her motherfucking question.
That girl was awesome. She was in every match, just fully committed.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty good crowd,
Yeah.
That's the best part. You do it for like the kids, right? Like, like wrestling's tons of fun, but it's more fun for the kids, because they're right into it. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when you could get, who had the glasses? Was it Macho Man or the Ultimate Warrior?
No, Macho Man did have glasses, but you're thinking Bret Hart. He would come out and give the fan the glasses.
Yeah. Like if you got memorabilia, I remember growing up, my friend Nick, he went to a wrestling event and he got glasses. And that was pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
That was so badass.
If you got Bret Hart's glasses, that is badass.
Yeah. It was fucking sweet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been up to,
Yeah.
That's what we've been up to. That's the NDK podcast this week.
It sure is. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around.
If you're still listening.
You're still here at the 45-ish minute mark.
Oh, we are too.
Yeah, we run it late sometimes.
Yeah, we're a little loose butthole some days.
Sometimes things get loose around here.
Yeah. Real loose when you fall. Just go loose.
Just go loose. All right. Let's end it.
Yep.